Ladies and gentlemen, heathens and heretics, welcome back. And you're all done diddly fucked.
A worm?
You mean stuck
No,
in the town, right?
I said fucked, not stuck. I mean, you can be
we're
stuck.
not. I mean, we're not stuck. Me and
hard are
Ishmael
we gonna
and
Yeah, we're at the inn place
I
with
mean,
the guard
how-
guarding the door because I just wanted to make sure.
How hard are we gonna get fucked, though?
I don't know. You know, you're already pretty deep down that hole. But then again,
Oh, yeah.
the hole might be deep in you.
Okay, Landon. We just gotta say that we aren't there and we're out of this.
Now then,
not our problem. We're not there.
to make a short little recap. After Vivian got escorted down into this lovely hole, a certain someone decided to jump in after her and had picked the left path and is now rushing down a massive river. Meanwhile, Bone, Honey, and Ludwig, as well as Shay, all went down the rightmost path after following. I don't know why all of you decided to go down a deep dark hole in the middle of the night, but you know what? To each their own. Everyone's got kinks. And Landon and our good friend Ishmael here, after getting horribly entangled in a love triangle,
Wait, what?
decided to hang back.
Oh yeah, you're right. and Deimos too, but Deimos isn't here, so.
Deimos is doing cow things. He's eating
He's
grass
getting-
behind the inn.
He's visiting
Okay.
his family or something.
So we're the only ones that are not in the well.
Hmm?
Oh god.
I'm actually gonna start with you two, just to be safe.
Okay, so I'll say we wake up, right, after we take our long rest.
Mm-hmm. You two are the only ones who managed to take a long rest after the ordeal.
Skippity yay.
Nothing has
Surprise.
happened in the night.
Okay,
However-
so when it's light out, can I offer Landon to take a tour? We can take a tour of the town to see, if everything is as it seems. And
You're
Your
cutting
mic's
in and out.
picking up.
While we wait for him, Landon, now that you're awake.
Wait, can you hear me?
So,
Yes, we can hear you now.
yeah.
So you two are upstairs in the inn. Woke up. You're not disturbed by the guard that you had left. However, things do seem a little oddly quiet. Even the morning after.
Well, I'm gonna get myself together, get all my armor on, get ready for the day, and just be like, so quiet. As much as I'd enjoy quiet, it's usually not a good thing anymore.
Quiet is ominous for sure.
It's definitely a luxury with this group.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah.
But, doing anything special while you're in the room? Preparing anything? Yes, no?
I guess that if we are gonna get out of the hotel, I'll probably have a secret flame just kind of burning in my hands just in case.
Okay. As you head down the stairs, you do notice that... actually... Well, first and foremost, you notice that it's still empty. And Nina never came back.
Wait, Landon, where did that innkeep go again? What's her
Did-
name? Oh, I forgot already.
She didn't go with the rest of them, did she?
No.
I can't believe she's probably not that stupid, right?
Actually, make an insight.
Ah, fuck.
Okay,
Never
let's see
sure.
about this. 16 insight.
I gotta get my dice up. Huh. Well, not the brightest. I'm not the brightest bulb of the bunch.
So, what did you roll?
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up my sheet.
Got
Insight. Oh yeah, that's right. I got advantage on insight. Well, it doesn't fucking matter. I rolled an 11 twice. Plus 4 is 15.
classy. Well, I mean, you rolled relatively decently for both of you. You notice that she never came back, like even in the night. There was no sign of her re-entering the building. And moreover, looking around the room, everything seems a lot more unkempt than you remember it was.
Did somebody visit here overnight?
That's what I want to know.
Is she like some monster that's luring us into her hotel? And she came at night to try and destroy us, but she saw my guard, so she didn't come into the room or something? He just starts spitting out random ideas. Anything was possible at this point.
I mean, if you want to go ahead and look around the room, you can.
Yes, I'd like to investigate the room. You'd hear me like muttering things about lycanthropes and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll investigate the room.
Okay.
Yes, and
Roll investigation from me.
Okay.
fuck.
It's a 9.
Let's see. Tell me about. Okay, well, I can't figure out why I have advantage on investigation, so I'm not gonna roll the second one. That's a 7.
I got a 9.
Well, you noticed that things are dirty. Good job.
Ooh.
Can I do a perception check to see if like anything is there or nearby?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oh, thank God, goodness, 24.
Okay, so upon further inspection, you realize that there is. She did leave the album out. Firstly, that was underneath the desk from before. She also had left the door locked. From the outside, which was good. But there's a second hallway, notably. It's not hidden necessarily, but it is behind one of the walls.
Did you notice that before, Landon? And he just kind of scoot over to the hallway.
I certainly didn't. Did you?
No. And then you just see him holding the sacred flame in his hands, like he was going to throw it down the hallway to see if anything was there, but he just decides to step into the hallway instead.
Wait.
Okay.
What if instead of sending us in there, I could always just bring my familiar down and I can tell you what's down there?
Probably a good idea. I'll stand here right at the entrance.
Okay, I do that.
Okay. So one of you is proceeding down the hallway, though?
No, I am sending my familiar down the hallway.
Oh, okay. So as your familiar goes down the hallway, you are able to see through it, correct? I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Okay. There is one door on the left and one door on the right, but there doesn't seem to be any traps anywhere. It's just a door that leads... the hallway itself just leads to the backyard. Nothing horribly out of the ordinary. So far.
I'm gonna tell him that. I'm just gonna say, no, it's just the backyard.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm going crazy.
Mm,
What about Nina, the innkeep? Did she say anything about where she was going after she had probably followed them out on their mischievous antics?
I thought she mentioned that she was going with them.
she mentioned from the last night that she was going to try and look for Sapphire.
She was looking for Sapphire, I think it was, wherever she had went.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, should we try to find if she's anywhere in the town? Like, not in the well, but
It's up
anywhere
to
in
you.
town?
Entirely up to you.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So he's just kind of walking. They're probably doing like a kill circle formation with Landon facing. They're probably like back to back, and they're just like slowly walking through the town, trying to see if they can find Nina.
Okay. Before I cut to the other groups, looking around town, there are a handful of people who do look reasonably well. A little bit sad, as they're walking up and down the streets. Not necessarily like the it's Monday type of sad, but more like kind of mourning.
Sheesh. Ugh, this place just gives me those vibes. It's just horrible.
Make a quick perception,
Okay.
both of you.
What was that? Oh, that's a 10.
You said perception?
Mhm.
That is a 12 plus 4, 16.
Okay, so for Ishmael, he hears a little bit of a snicker from right behind him.
What was that?
And for Landon, it almost feels like it's echoing from the alleyways.
Who's there?
What's that?
I'm a barbarian and I'm not afraid to rage.
I am a
Zareth,
cleric and I'm not afraid to throw my sacred flame at you.
are you saying this out loud?
Yes, I am.
I
Zareth?
say it in my head because it sounds much less embarrassing. Much more embarrassing.
The people that are walking around you look at you like... They don't look at you like you're crazy, but look at you like you're not from around here, are you?
No, we aren't.
Well,
Surely.
clearly my sister got taken by one of the... Well, she didn't get taken, but she was clearly fooled or something.
Fooled?
Obviously, I am.
Into what? I mean, I thought Sapphire was practically unfoolable after all those antics she pulled on me.
The majority of the townsfolk do disperse, not giving you any heed. But there is an elderly woman who is kind of giving you like a shifty side eye a little bit. But she continues to head off towards the center of town.
Ah, step aside, Granny. You can go fall down that well while you're at it.
Jesus, calm down a little.
You see he's very on edge. He just looks at Landon like, I'm sorry, I had to get it out. And he just looks back at the
Your
Granny.
mic
Your
is having a
mic's
connection
fucking up
again.
again.
Very
Oh my gosh.
You
Hold
keep
up.
sounding like you're shoving your mic down your throat and trying to talk at the same time.
damn edgy and kinky.
Okay, wait. Can you hear me now? I raised my voice
Yeah.
a little. Okay, I just need to raise my voice a little. So, wait, did you hear the part about shoving the Granny down the well?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard that part.
Okay, and then you just see as she turns her back, I'm just gonna like mouth a sorry, kind of half at Landon and half at the lady, just so she can't see it. But yeah, you could tell he's
You're deep throating your mic again. Please stop it.
God. I'm gonna stop talking. Hold up.
Oh, yeah.
Is this any better? Any
Yes,
better?
Yeah.
I swear. I'm just probably gonna have to like leave.
it's genuinely just fine until it's not. So,
Just make sure to tell me.
yeah, no problem.
I will.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and just say, it's alright, darling. Come on.
Down the well, you're not from around here, are you? I can't go down the well. No one can.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I am from around here or not.
Well, you see, that well is invitation only, you see.
Is
Ah.
it? Well, a bunch of idiots jumped down it last night.
By their own free will, frankly.
They broke in, per se. They crashed the party, if you will.
Yes.
I'm sorry? That is not really possible.
Well,
Right.
how do you know? You weren't the one that saw it. correct?
Well, we didn't see it either.
Oh, well, I think like we heard it or something.
She's very elderly. She's in her like 70s, but she's not senile.
Okay, boomer.
Wow.
I've been here for quite some time, and unfortunately, no one goes into that well unless they're asked to.
Well, they went down without being asked to. In fact, they
but-
were actually asked to not to, and yet they still did anyways.
Yes, by that big mouth toothy creature that was quite scary, in fact.
Yeah, it was a little yikes.
Well, that is troubling. I hope your friends are all right.
Duh. Can't imagine.
Chances are, if you try and go down there now yourself, you'll find that it's no use. You'll just come right back out.
I was not gonna try to go down.
Yes,
Trust me.
neither was I.
In any case, try and ignore the giggling.
That's
It's,
unsettling.
it's like it's coming for us almost.
It comes for everyone eventually. But
Oh god.
don't worry, it's not in your head. The abyss laughs to comfort the dead.
Okay, we're gonna stay in that inn, and I'm going to magically protect it before every night that we sleep. I'm just gonna tell you that right now, old granny.
And she says that she just walks down the corner, giving you a small smile, almost sympathetically, and completely out of sight.
Oh my god, that's not a type of grandma I'd want to buy cupcakes from.
We have got to get them out of there.
Yeah, but she said we can't go down there, right?
Obviously, there must be some way. How else would they have gone down?
Maybe there's some hidden staircase so we don't have to, like, fall and maybe get my coat dirty.
I'll let you two ponder that amongst yourselves. And onward to... I'll go with Sapphire last on this one, just because of the context for it. Bone Ludwig.
Mm-hmm.
You're heading down that right path, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in particular you want to know, you want to see?
Well, I did check for traps before. There was no traps, and
I didn't say that there was no traps. I said that it was the safest route.
I asked to check for traps using the spell, and you said no.
There is no traps, like no tripwires or anything. That is for true.
Okay. Then.
Also, you have no perspective of time in here.
Interesting.
So what are you both doing?
I'm just gonna continue walking as I'm lit up, kind of like Jesus right now.
Bone?
Can I try to do a check to see if I can trace Sapphire?
Yes, you can, actually.
What check would that be?
That would be, I would say, survival. It's the type of tracking, yeah.
Okay, it's an 11.
I will give you one thing. You know that she's been down here, but not necessarily in this particular pathway. You don't know which pathway.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming you're still going with Ludwig, though?
Yep.
As you two proceed, the water is just sloshing between all of your feet.
Levitating off the water.
Hmm?
Remember water walking?
All right, you do have water walking. Pretty good. Thank you for reminding me.
I have it. Bone has it. The other does not.
Right. So, Shay is still sloshing between the water. It's kind of getting hard to walk. It does appear to be getting deeper. Can't really tell whether or not it's the water level rising, or if it is the floor sinking.
Can I make a check for it?
Insight.
11. I have a passive insight of 15.
You can tell that it's happening, but you can't really tell which one. The entire tunnel appears too dark, but, you know what? We'll even make a perception instead.
Perception. Oof, that's a 4.
Water be cold.
Ooh, big cold water. Look, big.
I'll do a
nice
perception
cold
check.
water.
Oh my god, mine's a 7.
Water be cold, baby.
Water be wet.
Also, would the levitation from our Leviathan still be active?
It is, but it doesn't really matter all that much. He's pretty comfortable in the water.
Okay. So
He's not.
I didn't know if he was floating like above it and he's trying to get into it.
For the moment, he's floating above it. He's kind of confused. He's like, "Why no in water?"
It's like the corgi. You know, there's like corgi videos of them like, swimming above the water before you put them in.
He's like
Oh my god,
pushing
yes.
his face against the water, trying to figure out why he can't go in.
I want to pet him as we're moving along.
Okay, so you do hear that there's not a current, but something is kind of moving around in the water. It doesn't appear to be moving because of you.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a spell, real quick.
Yep.
If I was to use a glyph of warding on the water, would that cover a whole section of water, or how far would that cover?
Define what glyph of warding is supposed to do.
Oh, never mind. I found this.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
I want.
Uh,
I want to use a spell, if that's okay.
Okay. Yep.
I want to. So I'm gonna look at Bone, and I want to use glyph of warding, and I want to touch a hilt of her bow with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I specifically want to make the trigger that if anything comes near her in a 20-foot radius, that it'll release an explosive charge to damage the creature that comes near her.
Wouldn't that include her?
What more so would affect the creature that comes into contact close enough.
No, I know. I'm saying, doesn't she set off the glyph of warding herself?
No, because I'm casting it on her stuff for something else
Gotcha.
to come into contact with her in a 20-foot radius besides us.
Fair enough.
In the 20-foot radius.
Okie dokie.
Let me roll deception for that little shadow mage trick. 14! Oh, Bone, you could beat this.
Lucky for you, I got a 13.
So, I'm going to make the trigger there, so that if anything that comes in that radius, it gets hit with an explosion for... It would be a 5d8.
Damn.
It was a beefy explosion. Alright. That's fine. So, as you continue walking warily, whatever is in the water knocks against Shay's leg and she screams. What the hell was that?
that activate the charge?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It is in the radius, but it just kind of whooshed past her really quickly.
Okay.
She reaches down, can't seem to find it, but does trip and fall into the water fully.
Can I extend an arm to, like, give her, like, a hand up to catch her, like, come here!
Roll a d20.
Come hither.
What?
D20.
Uh-huh.
18.
You reach for her, and you do notice her. You do manage to grab a hold of her, but you also feel whatever actually touched her. It doesn't move.
The hell is that?
Oh no.
Oh god, the fuck is that?
You gonna pull it out?
Do I see the thing clearly? Or can I only see it by touch?
Sorry, what did you say?
Can
Cut
I
out.
see the thing that touched her?
Kind of. You can see a silhouette. It looks kind of long and very hard.
I want to use a vampiric touch on it.
It's a dick.
It does nothing.
So can I still use the spell?
Yes.
13 to hit.
That's fine. It does nothing.
So I don't get to heal anything?
No.
Oh, fuck. I'll just pull her out.
She's clutching what was next to her. It is a skeleton.
Oh.
Yep. Fucking course it is.
It's missing its head.
Well, I guess I sapped his life away.
You nearly sapped my life away. But interestingly enough, I don't think this is the only one down there.
No bones about it.
Just the one next to you.
I see. That's not humorous at all.
Okay. No, the skeleton itself is not... It looks as though the head has just been taken.
Rib tickling.
And upon further inspection, make a perception check really quick in front of you.
Can I make a medicine check real quick on the skeleton?
Yes, you can.
I want to see if there's any like scratch marks or what kind of thing would have attacked it.
Okay.
Like maybe caused death. 20.
Okay. You see that the ribs have been broken, as if they've been constricted. There are lacerations all over the neck region, but the head is just cleanly removed.
So a python. Great. Great. Or a water moccasin. Roll perception. Got a 15.
Bone?
Yes?
Percepitone?
Perception.
Yeah. Jigs.
You notice honey.
Hi, honey.
But Ludwig, you do notice that there is a lot more skeletons lining the floor. Like they're clinging to the walls as if they've been down here for a long, long time. Looks as though they've been walking through here. And they all died the exact same way.
I want to do something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to use my Shadow Mage ability again.
Okay.
And I want to use Animate Dead on one of the skeletons.
Ooh, fascinating. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to go in front of Bo and I'm going to wave my hands. Go magic!
Got 6.
I got a 24.
Huh.
So, the skeleton... I'm assuming it's... Which one? Is it the one that she's holding or the one...
No, like one of the other ones that are like there that are like full skeletons.
None of them are full.
I'll just use the one she's holding.
Okay. So it pretty much immediately springs back to life, but there's something kind of off about it. It doesn't... It's not aggressive, for one. For two, it doesn't seem to be sentient in any capacity.
Well, it's supposed to be under my control. It doesn't have any stats of its own.
No, I know, but like, there's no memories, no nothing, there's no personality. I mean, it's missing a head. Done.
I want to send it further down the hall, to walk slowly further down the hall.
Okay.
And I want to use a minor illusion on it to make it look like a human.
Okay. It trots down the hall slowly, and as it reaches the edge of your vision, you just hear a large crunch.
Oh my god.
You see... does either of you have dark vision?
I do.
Using light, so I might be able to see it.
Okay. This is actually the portion in the edge of the dark portion, so actually this wouldn't be within your light, but Bone can definitely see this part. You see two sets of that ghostly figure from before, the one that had grabbed at Sapphire.
Mm.
They appear on either side of the skeleton, grab it by the collarbone, and wrench it, like, right down the middle, tearing it from bone.
Oh my.
Dog.
They're not the exact same figure as the one from that attacked Sapphire. They look a little bit taller, possibly older, but they just tear it to pieces.
Christ.
Well.
Are you gonna explain this to us?
Insight?
I was wondering if she was gonna just explain it to us, or do we have to...
Oh, okay. All right, Bone's the only one who knows. What are you saying after seeing this?
The skeleton is gone. It got torn apart by two spooky looking bitches.
What do you mean it's gone? And the fuck?
There were two shadowy things. They fucking grabbed it and tore it in half.
Can you tell
Tore
me...
the fucking bones in half.
Can you tell me where they are?
They're down there, that hallway, about 60 feet, question mark?
Maybe I can sling something at it.
I don't know. I think it was... I mean, I don't even know if we're going to be affected by it. I think it might have been going specifically for that thing.
I have another idea.
No.
Oh, I have an idea. Oh, ooh.
Oh, no.
So how many skeletons are there?
Quite a few.
Are they all full or no?
No, they're all in the same exact condition. A couple hundred.
So do they all have
Maybe a couple
feet?
thousand.
Do they all have feet?
I mean, they're in a giant bone pile, but yes.
Oh, this is good. This is so great. Oh, yes.
I'm ready to roll low for you, baby.
I want to like just start. I want to create 5. I want to animate 5 undead.
Okay.
I have a plan for this. I got a plan. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
If he fails, I'm gonna laugh.
22 is for 1. The next one is 27. The next one is 22. The next one is 18. The next one is 16. Okay.
The last one is the only one I made.
Okay, so that means I still have 5.
Okay.
I want to use Glyph of Warding on all 5 of them.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it 5 separate times, so starting with the first one. I got a 23. 16. Did you make the second one?
Nope.
Third one is 29. The fourth one is 27. And the fifth one is 15. Did you make the 15? No.
Nope.
Okay. Good. And I want to make them all have the explosion with a radius. And I'm going to direct them to go
Oh my
down
god.
at the hallway where those things are.
Okay.
I like that idea.
I'm
That's cool.
preparing for damage. So that's what? It's 5d8 for each skeleton. So that's 25d8.
Holy shit.
If you bust all your spell slots on this, it better be worth it.
You said D8?
Yes, 25d8.
25? Let's see how much damage I can do with that.
So it's going to be to both of them, right? Because they all have to go down there and attack.
I just broke my D&D Beyond.
So I'm rolling right now. 100 damage.
Oh
I
my
did more
god.
than 105.
Oh my god.
So Les, what happens?
Damage, yes, please.
So as you walk these things down the hallway, these same 2 specters immediately charge the first 2 and try tearing them to pieces, but are immediately blown back and embedded into the wall. They lead out an ear-piercing shriek that very eerily fades from a shriek into a loud and very distorted version of that giggle you were hearing in town.
So
Oh
my
both
god.
charges are going to set off the other charges, so it's going to deal 100 damage to both.
No, I know. Those 2, the light from them has faded. They are still embedded into the wall as far as their bodies go. Something recedes from both of them, almost like a tail. And both of those portions are completely and utterly obliterated. The bodies are basically an outline of what they used to be.
Would I be able to hear that from down my tunnel?
You should.
You hear as you're actually yes, as you are floating downstream, you hear a massive explosion and the entire cave starts to rumble. Noting this,
Hoggers, man.
these 2 creatures are definitely dead. But
Oh no.
I'm scared.
Yep.
about you see Bone sees at the very edge of her vision, there's about 7 more heading your direction.
no.
Oh my god.
I wanna,
Oh, no. Oh no.
Can she relay
All
this
of
to
them
me?
just pulling a choir of cackling.
So
Yeah.
just like anime dead like 15 more times and I think you got it.
Can I recast Glyph of Warding on them?
Mm,
Oh wait, no,
You
I can't. I gotta touch them. Fuck. Never mind.
Run over there
And-
and slap their bony faces.
you unfortunately don't have a lot of time either.
Slap their bony faces.
Actually, you know what? I want both of you to roll an insight very quickly.
While they're rolling that, do you guys want to know something really fun about the new Warlock subclass?
What?
When you get to level 10, you get to explode your body if you hit 0 hit points.
Oh my god.
What?
Yes.
Beautiful.
It's like a
So-
self-suicide thing?
Kinda.
Wow.
So
I got an
basically,
18
if
on my
you
insight.
fall unconscious and you hit 0 hit
Mm.
points, you use a thing and you explode your body and you revive yourself at 1 hit point.
Ah, so it's like second wind, but on steroids.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Ludwig, what'd you get?
For what?
An insight.
I have passive insight of 15, but I can also roll.
Please do.
15.
Okay. Well, both of you. Ludwig notices them, but Bone, you realize that they're not. They're coming towards you, but they're not actually coming for you. They're
Okay.
looking like they are going past you.
Hmm.
You better get on the floor and hope that they don't notice you.
Are you trying to hide?
Yeah, I'll try to stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 10.
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace on us?
Is it instantaneous or no?
No, I'd have to cast it.
I'd say no. Not in this case. They do walk. They are floating. They float directly towards you, Shay, and Honey, and
Could I do?
you notice finally what they look like.
Could I do Hellish Rebuke instead?
You
Probably not a good idea.
They're
could.
not attacking you, so technically you wouldn't be able to.
Okay, I'll just save that for if they do.
Yeah, so
Ye-
Hellish Rebuke is like a reaction. So if they attack you, then you can use it.
Yeah. Also, since when were you a tiefling?
You can get a Hellish Rebuke.
Since when could you use the spell Hellish Rebuke? I thought that was a warlock
So
spell.
here's the thing.
No, anyone can use
With-
it.
So the way that my Shadow Mage ability works is that
Yeah.
as long as I have access to the spell, either through a book of some sort, which I do, is that I can mimic other spells by simply saying them or doing an action of them or thinking of them. If someone else believes that spell if someone else believes the image of me using minor image to create the spell, it becomes real.
In other words, as long as he passes a deception check on Bone, who's got not very good wisdom, then he can
He
make
can
a
do
spell
whatever
real.
he likes.
He can make a spell real. But
Even spells that he can't use as a whatever his class is, because I don't even know what he is anymore.
Isn't he a bard?
it's the same class as Kit.
He's a bard.
right?
But
Any spell that I have to use on you guys or them, I have to have the enemies make the insight or deception.
it makes sense. But as these things finally do pass you, right? You make note of what they actually look like.
Mm-hmm.
The skeletons are. The creatures themselves look to be similar builds to the skeletons that are beneath you,
Mm-hmm.
but where their heads are is a white, cracked porcelain mask
Eesh. Oh, wait. I know what those are.
with a very interesting slit right down the chin and across both sides of the mouth, almost into like a grimace.
Oh, so a Shay.
All of them have a very long silvery tail that appears to travel deeper back into where the tunnel actually is.
Oof. That sounds not very pleasant.
They sound like they look like the xenomorph.
They're almost like snake angels.
Snake angels.
Oh,
That's what
ew,
they call
why?
me dead.
Why'd you do that? I hate it.
Snake angels. Now that's a new visual that I
Yeah.
don't want to visualize.
They're gross.
Their nails are dragging on the ground too. Like they're pure white.
Oh, good God.
Isn't that like a doppelganger?
These things are unique.
I see.
Oh, gosh.
That is gross and I hate it.
Yeah. Same here.
Are they just passing us?
Yeah, they're just. Although you eviscerated 2 of them.
I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna kind of like stand against the wall and let them go.
Yeah.
Try
Their
to-
tails are giving off the same light that you are, though. I feel like I should mention that.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So, as they pass you by, do you want to go follow them? Do you want to continue down the pathway?
I'm gonna just continue. I'm not even gonna
Oh,
bother with that.
gosh. What?
Actually, what I
You know
do-
they're freaking coming for us.
I do want to do one thing though.
Ooh. Also, for description purposes, imagine Snake Angel with... Has anyone seen the second Silent Hill movie?
Yes.
Yes.
The mannequin beast? That's
Fuck
what they're
you.
headed.
Oh god.
Oh my
Fuck
gosh.
you.
Oh.
Oh my
fuck.
god.
I absolutely love the Silent Hill series.
Fucking hell. Oh no.
But-
oh.
Ooh,
Fuck
why does it
you.
have to do like with mannequin stuff? Oh.
So I do want to do one thing.
Mhm.
I want to, as they're leaving just behind us, and after their tails are out of our reach.
Mhm.
I want to like put a glyph down on the floor as we're walking down away from them.
Okay.
I want to like look at Bone and raise up my hands, and I want to use a glyph of warding again.
Okay.
And specifically, I want to make the damage electricity.
Interesting.
Electricity damage. That's a new one.
Mm,
I'll be right back.
Lightning deeps.
I'm gonna make sure
Electricity,
to-
lightning, same
to-
thing.
pull Honey's head up out of the water.
Like a good mom.
So, I got a 29.
Oh yeah, that beats me. I'm 12.
So, as you cast Glyph of Warding, are you casting it on her bow,
Huh?
Ludwig?
What?
What are you casting it on?
I'm casting it on a rock. Like, as they get out of our reach and out of, like, the path, I'm making it so, like, after they're out of the radius, and
Mhm.
we're leaving, to, like, leave kind of like a landmine trap in case they come for us.
Okay. Make... Actually, no, I won't say that. As you're doing this, right,
Mhm.
it immediately activates.
Oh my god.
Why?
Hmm.
What?
So, what takes the lightning damage?
The surrounding area has been electrified. But despite their tails, the glow from them having faded, something else recoils, and they immediately rush back to the area and past you and down the hallway again.
Fuck. Do they take any damage from the lightning?
They look like they're in pain. They're
Ooh.
shrieking and almost like wrapping around your area. In fact, actually make a dex save so they don't hit you on the way
Oh.
through.
Gosh.
A nat 20!
Yay! Good job.
You
21.
managed to matrix around. What?
I
Owen, what'd you get?
I got a 21.
Okay. Well, you
What up?
managed to like pull matrix level shit as they coil back around and like slip out of your vision again, going down the hallway in front of you.
What?
So,
What? Ludwig is dumbfounded. He's just. He's looking in front of him, looking behind him, looking in front of him again, just like. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Honey. I'm just gonna like kind of like pick him up a little bit and hold him in my arms. Like,
Also, let's see. How much damage did the glyph do? It was in D8, right? 5d8?
Yeah, 5d8. So let me roll for damage.
Oh, God.
$20 damage.
Okay, and because it's water, it's doubled.
That's 40 for them.
Yeah, you sent them shrieking down the hallway, but at the same time, Shay is having a conniption right now.
Who?
You electrified the water.
So she's like hurt.
That's why I pulled
Badly.
Honey's head out of the water. I knew this shit was gonna happen.
It only happens in the 20 feet, though.
I know, but it's also a pathway full of water.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
water.
fuck.
How conductive water is, though?
What, Landon?
Don't you guys know how conductive water is, though?
Yeah. Like, if a lightning bolt strikes water, you better get out of that entire freaking lake.
You lit her up
Yeah.
like a fucking Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh.
Ludwig is just gonna look over at her. Oh, sorry for that.
She grimaces and glares at you. You're lucky I'm a lot hardier than that. I'm tempted to flatten you, but I need you to get out of here.
Here, let me try to, heal that out.
You can deceive her for healing? That's cool.
No, I can't deceive healing. That was what we agreed upon, that I couldn't heal.
Yeah, that was the
Oh.
one thing that I made
I'm gonna
a...
just use my last two. I'm gonna use my 2 level 1 cure wounds on her.
Actually, now that I think of it, I'm grateful for that because I'd be rendered useless if so.
She gets a total of 24 healing.
Okay, that's pretty decent. She's back on her feet. Mike looks at both of you. Sometimes I feel like I'm surrounded by children. Those rates seemed a bit odd, don't you think? Even for specters, they're behaving kind of
For the
like a hive mind.
For the hell was that? For what in for what in the deity's green earth was that?
If I said I knew, I'd be lying, but at the same time, they looked like spirits, perhaps wraiths, but nothing that I've ever seen before. They almost seemed puppet-like. And are you going to go any further, or?
I'm gonna keep going forward.
Okay. As you do continue forward, you finally hit the atrium of the area, where it did look like they actually receded back into. And it's...
Wait, is everyone following me?
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. Am I still holding Honey, by the way? Or is he just kind of slept off?
He appreciated the hug, and he's just kind of like trudging along behind. Very happy. He is not fazed by anything that has happened so far.
Oh, as he should.
Oh,
Innocent dragon does not give fuck.
Oh my good boy.
gives no fucks about what's going on here.
What's spooky? I don't care about spooky. As you're walking forward, something... make a dex save. One more.
Oh, fuck.
23.
17.
And okay. Shade drops Mike as something grabs her leg. And she is clinging for dear life towards the wall, but very similarly to the skeletons that you saw lining the hallways, she's being dragged to the point that her fingernails are being ripped off of her skin.
Ow.
Oh,
God.
dear God.
Wait, this is happening to Shay?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh,
Let
you
it
better go.
happen.
You better go get her.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Nothing's happening, guys.
It's in the same direction that they're going in.
Could I use hold person to hold? Wait, no, that doesn't. It just paralyzes her. Never mind.
You just let her go even easier.
You're gonna get her freaking fingernails pulled out if you make her paralyzed.
No, I'm just.
She's taken another 10 damage. So, okay.
Holy shit.
I'll try to go grab for her hands.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Can I see the thing that's holding her?
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a 5. I rolled a nat 1 on that.
Oh. So as you grab her, she tries to hold on to you, a little bit teary-eyed. Whatever's around her leg is cutting into it, and the entire leg is the water around her is filling with blood, and she's trying to hold on to you, and you start to get pulled with her.
Oh no.
You have lost your footing.
But she's still walking on water, though. So,
Yes.
She's gonna go in the water.
But her ass is now on the water floor.
I see. Okay.
You have one action to do before they start moving
and
very fast.
I want to touch both of them and cast gaseous form.
Ooh. Is that within touch range or no?
Oh, I'm right next to them. As long as I can touch them.
Reaction or instantaneous?
It's... Damn it. There, wait. Duration, casting time. It says one action.
Wouldn't be a reaction in this case. It says unfortunate.
Okay.
You're gonna have to pull them.
If you can.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a better idea. I want to make a phantom steed.
How's that gonna help?
Doesn't have a carry
Oh.
weight.
So it's going to just... That is an interesting usage. Okay.
I'm going to create a phantom steed. And... So, let me roll for deception. Nat 20 plus 11.
Okay. You have produced your phantom.
You got it.
I want to have it go close enough so that Bone can grab onto the saddle.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell it to run forward at full speed.
Run forward as in the direction that they're getting carried away, or the other way?
The other way. As in, back where we came from, to, pull.
Okay. What is the Phantom Steed stats?
Let me get them for you right quick.
Hey, just a quick metagaming.
Yes.
It wouldn't be a good idea for Bone to hold the steed. If she holds the steed, she'll have to let go of...
I guess then I would want to put it in between them, so at least Shay could grab onto it and Bone.
True. Okay.
I can
Yeah,
I can summon it anywhere I want to in a 30 feet.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
It's a large,
Thank you.
quasi-real, horse-like creature that appears in the ground of unoccupied space of choice within range. It comes with a puff of smoke. It can carry anything that is in 10 feet away from the steed. And for the duration of it, it lasts for an hour. I can choose it to move in a direction, and it will carry them.
Okay.
Statistics for riding is that it has a speed of 100 feet, and it can travel for up to 10 miles per hour or 13 miles at a fast pace.
Okay. Let's see. So, did you get me the stats on that?
It doesn't really have any stats.
It doesn't have any stats. Okay.
It doesn't have a count weight or anything. That's how I could have Deimos ride it before.
Makes sense. Okay. So, as you're holding it, as they're holding onto it, and it is running in the opposite direction, Shay screams out as whatever it is starts to pull on her leg harder, and she starts to lose grip on the Phantom Steed.
I see.
It does look like... Actually, you know what? Roll d20 here. Yes. Okay, that's another 5. Her leg is now broken.
Okay.
Fuck.
And as she lets it go, she is dragged at a speed of what seems like 40 feet per second. Thankfully, Bone is still holding onto the steed.
Okay.
She has disappeared into the abyss in front of you.
Well, rip.
At least I saved one.
Yeah?
You're gonna go try and get her? Nah.
I'm gonna pick up her axe.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm gonna ask if I can pick him up first. For sir, may I pick you up from the water below?
He is not saying anything. To you, it seems like the blue glow of his eye, or where it would normally be, it's open, but it's faded. He just looks like a regular machine now.
So I'm gonna pick up the axe.
You can pick him up.
I wanna just kind of put him in a hole. I just wanna kind of like add him, I guess, to my inventory.
Okay.
As like just to carry him.
Mm-hmm.
I say
So-
now would be a good time to cut over to Sifir. I
Yeah.
don't know why I said it like that.
Safa.
Sifir!
Shafar.
Sifir!
So,
Shafar.
give me... You're already running down the water here. You did hear the massive explosion. What are your thoughts while you're rushing down this massive river?
Well, shit. I'm gonna look back and see if something's chasing me. Because now I have the impression that something's chasing me.
As you look up, you do have dark vision as an elf, right? I think?
Yes.
Okay. As you look up, you notice that there are 2 of those spirit-like creatures floating above the river and rushing right down towards your location. They're just moving a hair slower than the current is actually carrying you.
Fuck.
Their nails are grinding against the wall, and sparks are just flying right now. The only thing you can see as you look up at them is an open, split mouth of the mannequin's face, and massive grins with teeth that look like needles.
Okay. I'm going to just let myself sink for a moment, hold my breath, and just stay down the water for as long as I can. If I can stay down there until they pass me, good. If not, well, shit.
Okay, make a d20. Actually, make a Constitution.
Save?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. 10.
So you resurface just a hair past when they would have passed you.
Do I still see them?
You definitely still see them. They're searching the water for you, like dipping their claws into the water, trying to swipe at it.
Oh, they're searching for me. Okay, I'm gonna go down again until they give up. Just reminding you that I'm also not the best swimmer.
No, I know. So I'm gonna have to make a couple of saves just because of the context for the situation. Make a dex save.
Okay, I'm good at that. Okay, that's not bad. 23?
Okay. So you're managing to not tumble in the water as you're being dragged down, but these creatures are still following you pretty much relentlessly. They're looking at... Their faces are pretty much blank as they stare into the water, and both of them dive in.
Oh, fucking bitch. I'm gonna attempt to swim away.
Okay. As you continue to swim downstream, these creatures do finally spot you. Let me see. Ooh. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. The second one... Okay, that's a bit better. It's an 8. I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. The first one swipes...
Uncanny dodge.
You're uncanny dodging? Okay. Okay.
I just remember that I can do that. I forgot I'm a rogue.
So you are going to reduce the damage quite a bit. But let's see for damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and take 12 damage as it latches its teeth into you.
Is that already halved or 6?
That's halved, yeah.
That's halved, okay.
It's going to latch its teeth into your arm and attempt to, like, rend it from your torso. So...
Ouch.
Yeah. You're in a grappled state, basically. Make a... What would this be? I guess you're being pulled downriver, too. Make an athletics with advantage.
Okay. That's my worst one. Okay, 15.
Okay. You do manage to wrench your arm free, but this creature's teeth have absolutely gorged your arm while you do. There is definitely a trail of blood falling behind you as you are now rushing down the river, but you are free. You're going to take an additional 5.
Okay. I'm gonna message you something real quick, because I was supposed to do this earlier, but I forgot.
No problem, no problem.
I cannot type.
Staying on top of things, I see.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay. As you continue downriver right now, these things are still chasing you, but it does appear like the current's getting faster and faster. Like you're almost going downhill at this point.
Yeah, no shit.
Like you're in a plunge, basically. Something else is next to you, though.
Oh.
It doesn't appear to be one of them. Make a... I guess you can already see it. Insight?
Insight, okay. 14.
Okay. You notice it's kind of stuck in its location, but it has a very familiar figure to it.
Okay.
Are you just going to continue downriver, try and grab onto it?
I'll
Up
grab
to you.
onto it.
Okay. Make a dex check really quick.
Okay.
Yeah, acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Fucking hell. 13.
Okay. So you grab onto it, but just barely. You have managed to clutch onto a very heavily wounded Vivian.
Okay,
I
great.
knew it. I freaking knew it.
I'm going to attempt to swim. I know that I'm gonna be slowed the fuck down, but I'm not gonna let her go. I'm gonna attempt to swim to shore, dragging her with me.
No shore right now. You're actually just in a tunnel.
Oh, fuck. Well, as soon as I see shore, I'm getting the fuck out of the water, because
Fair.
this is not my terrain.
As you grab onto her, though, they are starting to catch up again. Are you going to try and get her off, or are you going to leave her there?
No, I'm trying to get her off. I'm taking her with me. The only reason I came down here was for her.
She's semi-unconscious. Like, she more or less passed out clinging to this wall. It looks like she's broken her fingers into the side of the wall. So you might want to, like, wrench her out. Give me a strength check.
Oh my god, why? 13. Can I try to wake her up?
She is out cold. She has been in this river for... She's been almost drowned and waterlogged, basically, since she's been down here. But you do manage to pull her fingers out just a bit. It loosens her up, and both of you start getting dragged down river very quickly. You're now heavier because you're holding on to her.
Yeah, I'll try to keep my grasp on her like as hard as I can. While I do that, I'm gonna call my familiar.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna send the familiar back to try and get anyone from the party to kind of like warn that we're down here.
Okay.
But instead of sending it as a giant bat, I'm just gonna send it as a regular sized bat.
Okay. As you do, the bat flutters by the creatures, and it really doesn't look like they gave much of a care. They noticed it, but they let it go. It's going to take some time to reach anyone, though.
It doesn't matter if it's down here or up there.
Okay.
Like the first thing it finds that knows it's part of our party, it's going to alert that we're where we are.
Okay. So, as you're continually carried, though, because I will get back to the bet. As you're carried, you start to see light at the very end of your vision.
Don't go towards the light.
Yep, I'm dying. That's literally what's in her head right now. I'm legit about to die.
Oh my gosh. As much as I don't want to be there, I want to be there so that I could revivify. But
Shit, if I die right now, if I get hurt, that's it. If I go down my hit points, that's it. I have no healing spells.
The creatures look frantic as they rush towards you even faster than before, almost in a bit of a rage. Let's see. There's a 9 and a 7. Ooh, okay. So they swipe into the water again. They do manage to nick Vivian because she can't really move right now, but they do avoid you. They kind of clipped her kidney.
Can get away from her, Jesus.
Fortunately, only just 1 damage, so it's more like a graze. They start shrieking as you get closer and closer to the light, and they grab hold of the ceiling trying to reach for you. Give me one last dex check, please.
Okay. I would also like to... That's cogged. That's not better. What's my dex again? Okay, no, that's not that bad.
ah!
15. Can I chuck a fucking chromatic orb in, like, the center of them so I can get, like, a good amount of them?
There's only 2, but yeah, you can.
Okay. Oh, okay. 20 total.
Okay. It does manage to hit both of them. How much for damage?
6 damage. It's not
Damage?
a lot.
Both of them look relatively unfazed.
It was
there's
also
no
fire damage, by the way.
It is fire damage?
Yes.
It has managed to singe their masks quite a bit, like there's sit now covering them, so they do have a corporeal form. They're not fully spirits. They have swiped at you again, but they did manage to miss. So as you finally reach the light, it has opened to the outside daylight, and the creatures are staring at you with their faces just barely covered by the shade, and their bodies are just kind of floating there. They're not even trying to tread into the sunlight. Okay. One more deck save, please.
Okay, fuck. Motherfucker. 18. I keep forgetting how high my dex is. And I keep rolling really, like, lower than 15s, and it keeps scaring me.
And I'm doing one for... Oh! Lucky.
Oh,
Good job,
Okay.
Liv. Even when you're unconscious, you're OP.
Yeah, boy's gonna use all their healing spells because he feels bad.
So, both of you managed to avoid the stones that were right outside the mouth of the cave, which probably would have at least impaled you. But you are carried downriver very quickly, and you're spat out relatively close to where you had your run-in with Willy, the giant jellyfish.
okay.
And you're at the edge of town, more close to like the beach, and you can see the boat.
Okay.
There's also someone walking towards you. Well, it looks like they've been there for a while.
Oh no. How close am I to the tavern, to where fuck, the chew that didn't go in the hole are?
Well, they're in town, so you're pretty damn far.
Fuck me.
You're about a half a mile out right now.
Yeah, I was trying to send a message, but it's 120 feet.
So You're gonna try and just get ashore right now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to shore. Trying to drag Vivian out of the water with me. Failing miserably because I can't fucking swim.
One athletics check.
You wanna know how much my athletics is?
10.
-1.
Oof.
Oh, that fell. Oh, 17.
Okay. So you manage to drag both of you out of the water, coughing and pretty much drowned by this point. No worse for wear. But the person who was approaching you kneels down and looks at both of you. So you got out. Good job. It's Nina.
Oh God.
I'm scared. This woman terrifies me.
Wow.
You wasted my time looking for you all night, and you just got spat out here?
$5 says that Nina is the reason why all of that is happening.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, at this point, would we be, since we're searching for Nina, at this point, could we have found her?
Yeah, we have been searching for her this whole time.
Yeah,
I would say that after searching the town, you will have made note that she's not in town, and people are a little bit confused whenever you mention Nina.
Confused how? Like they never heard of her?
Like she never existed.
Like
Sorry.
they know of her, but you're crazy. Nina hasn't been around here for quite some time, type of deal.
She's a
Can I hold an action?
spirit.
What?
Can I hold a spell?
Why?
Because I'm trying to get help.
Yes, you can.
As soon as they get within 120 feet of me, I'm gonna cast message, and the only thing it's gonna say is "please help." That's it.
That's fine.
Okay, well, we'd probably be like heading on the outskirts of town since we're like, bugged out by everybody being like, "Who's Nina? She's gone." Blah 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 blah. So we'd probably be kicking rocks at the edge of town anyway.
I just don't understand where. She's one old lady. We're not allowed to leave town. Where could she have gone?
I don't know. It seems like she's almost like defies this place's logic. She said that they never come for her for some reason. Like she almost doesn't exist to them.
Do you think she has something to do with it? I know that sounds crazy, but...
Make an insight.
Alright.
Well, I mean, it might...
Is anyone lying to me?
Is anyone lying to you?
Is anyone lying to me?
16 insight.
Because I get advantage if I was trying to see if anyone's lying to me.
It's not as though that they're lying. It's more like they don't believe you.
I rolled a 4, Les. I'm trying to...
No, you can get advantage if you're trying to decipher people's body languages as well. So in that case, you would have advantage.
I also rolled a 16 on insight, so like if things don't go well.
Right. What's your second roll?
Fuck me! That's a natural 1.
Okay. So despite you having an expertise in this, you have no idea what's going on because you're distraught over a missing sapphire.
Me? Question mark? Yeah.
You, on the other hand, make note that the people in the town do seem like they know something, but at the same time, it's not as though they're afraid of mentioning Nina. It's more like they don't believe you when you say you've been talking to Nina.
Okay. Landon, I have to explain something to you. It's going to be complicated to say the least. Let's take a walk on the shore, where we can at least see the ship and pretend that we're not trapped here.
Of course, right. I'm gonna hold his hand.
Yes, I'll tell you everything, frankly. Everything that I could figure out, that is.
How did you figure out more than me? We've been talking to the same people.
Well, yes, but I just happen to figure that they probably like know something about her. You know, like they're not telling us something, not lying. They're just leaving out part of the truth.
No, you're not. You're definitely not wrong. Something feels wrong. I just can't really explain it.
Yeah, especially about Nina. But I feel like if we're letting her out of our sight, she could potentially be doing things that is not good for us at all. And that's why I wanted to come out here on the beach, just in case she's like watching or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception.
Do we see
All three, all us, both us.
Yes, both of you.
both us? Oh, I got a 20.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Don't.
I don't recommend it.
Do you?
So-
I bet you already know what I got,
Death
huh?
is dog water.
Probably.
Probably a natural one again.
Death is pure dog water.
Dice jail.
Switch
So-
the die.
At least Ishmael notices that it's definitely Nina off in the corner of the beach, and she looks like she's standing next to
Oh.
another two figures.
Oh my God, Landon! It's Nina! And
Oh,
then
sorry.
he just like runs. He just kind of takes it and just kind of drags Landon over to Nina. Like if he trips him and like drags him all the way there, face dirt in the sand, he doesn't care. He's just getting the frick over there.
Sorry, I got distracted.
The moment you get within 120 feet of me, Ismail, you're here. Muffled,
Oh my God, that's
weak
Sapphire!
echo of Sapphire, like asking for help.
Oh my God, Landon, that's Sapphire! That's Sapphire! The figure, that's Sapphire! And
Literally
you see
where?
he just like, it's right next to Nina. Well, somewhere there. And you
She-
see he just runs.
Where the fuck is Nina? All I see is this cool ass rock.
And then he's just like, at this point, he's just dragging Landon over to where Nina is.
She looks back over at you as she hears the commotion heading towards her. Oh, I see. You're both awake.
Nina, we found you! Oh my God, what the heck is Sapphire and Vivian doing here?
Well, you see, they came out of that. She points towards the river exit from where they had actually fallen out.
Oh my gosh, are they okay? Like, you gotta tell us these things. And then he just like, I examine Sapphire and Vivian, just like in distraught. I'm on my knees right now.
So Sapphire's still conscious, obviously. Vivian, on the other hand, looks like if she hadn't jumped down this river, which you don't know that, she probably would have had that same run-in with the skeletons.
Okay, 2 3rd-level cure wounds on Vivian.
Okay, give me some HP.
Okay, 1 second. I'm giving you HP. Good frick. Those are like super crappy healing rolls. Okay, that's like 26 healing total.
Okay.
That was freaking busted. Okay,
I mean, still pretty decent. You
okay,
got her,
well,
you
what?
got her stable.
okay.
She's
Then
still completely unconscious.
okay, then I will use 1 2nd-level cure wounds on her. 1 more, actually. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, that's 12 healing extra, and then I'm going to drop down on my knees and use prayer of healing on both of them. Okay?
Mhm.
I know, I just need to. He feels bad. No, I didn't mean that.
Laying down on the sand, face down.
Okay, 12 healing for Vivian and Sapphire. Or actually, wait, I will give the 24 healing to Sapphire, like both of it. Wait, I can target up to 6 people, so does that mean I have 12 times 6 healing to give out?
No, it's just
No,
12
it's
to every
individualized.
single person.
Darn it. So I just give 12 to each of them?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. We got things under
Sapphire,
control, sort of?
how much does that get you back up to, Sapphire?
34. I'm pretty
Oh.
far from my total HP.
Okay.
But
So
are
you're
you okay? Are you like at half?
A little over, yeah.
okay. So you're at least in talking range. Like, you need medical attention, but Vivian, it doesn't seem like no matter how much you heal her, she's waking up.
Okay. Is she like? I know she's probably below half, but is she at least okay?
She's stable. She's stable.
Okay.
She's gone through a lot of bloodletting, though. Like, she's got gashes and marks all over her. Looks like she'd been fighting for probably the majority of the night.
Fine. Then your boy's just gonna keep sitting there and using another pair of healing because my second level spell slots don't really matter that much. We have enough damage in the party. Okay. For that extra pair of healing, that's 13 extra healing for Vivian and Saphir.
You know what? Actually, for all three of you, make a quick insight.
Oh.
Oh, that's a nat
Yeah,
one.
If I get one more nat one, I'm jailing.
Okay, it was a 7.
24.
But
Okay.
I get or
I got a nat.
advantage.
I got a nat one because my eyes are closed and I'm currently praying for them to get better.
I got a 19 total.
So, aside from the gashes that are on, like, across Vivian's chest, which look to be necrotic in nature, it does look like some odd material is, like, trapped against her jaw.
Can I make a medicine check to try and like wrench it out?
You can try to.
Okay. And
I'm
that's a
gonna-
12.
Casually pull her away from him, like I don't want him to touch her anymore.
Okay,
And
well,
just hold her in my arms, like sitting down, holding
okay,
her.
but you see his blue healing energy literally like, well, healing energy, probably yellow. The yellow healing energy is just pouring down onto them too. Just because he's like, he feels bad.
I will let him try to pull it out, but you can't. It almost feels like it's ivory in color, and you could mistake it for bone, but it's not.
Yikes.
Can I try?
You can try.
Like, as gently as possible?
Mm-hmm.
Just... That's cocked. Stop falling on the floor! Holy shit.
It's not coming out, no matter how hard you try. It almost feels like it's attached.
Not even with a natural 20?
Mm-mm. You might, you pull it, but you actually start pulling her head with it.
Oh.
I don't think I recommend taking that off. Whatever it is, it seems like it's a part of her now.
But it's probably a leech that's gonna like sap her life force or turn her crazy or something like that. If this place
Ishmael.
wasn't already crazy enough.
Ishmael, that's not a leech.
Well, who knows what it is? It could be like literally anything. It could be something that can grow like a tumor and turn her into like some evil monster thingy.
Which one of you rolled high on the insight?
Me.
I rolled a 19, so.
I rolled 20-something. I rolled a 19 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Any of you have a high passive perception?
I have a
17.
16 passive perception.
I have a 14 passive perception.
I'll say Saphir notices this one. Upon seeing you trying to pull this off of Vivian, Nina's kind of shuffling uncomfortably. Like, mixture of kind of grotesque that you're trying to pull it off for, slash...
I'm gonna
Nina.
talk to her. Why do you seem so uncomfortable all of a sudden? Can't seem to help, but can't say anything either.
Run that by me again?
I'm asking why she's being so uncomfortable. She's acting so uncomfortable.
It's not the first time I've seen that.
spill it.
First and foremost, I think your friend needs to actually get to bed.
Oh, yes. Probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. She needs more healing, but I don't know how much more I could pour out.
She motions you back towards town, kind of a very sullen look on her face.
How about we take them both to bed?
Yes, probably a good idea.
Whoever
Could I?
has a better strength, help.
I'm gonna
Okay,
attempt. I would attempt to carry her first.
Okay, but if she fails, then I'll try.
Ooh, you know what? Make a quick perception.
Okay, perception. Oh
I'll
god, that
vote
was
with
almost a
him.
nat 20. But still a 20.
You're being stared at.
By Nina?
No.
By
Being
Vivian?
stared at.
Those two things that were following Sapphire have not moved an inch from where they were.
Oh, good god.
I'm going to get up and I'm gonna walk back to them. But I'm gonna stop just out of their reach.
Okay.
They're not
I wanna
reaching for you.
You have 34 plus 12 hit points, just saying, so you're at 44 now.
I have 47 hit points.
Ah, okay.
I'm good.
You're doing okay, I think.
I'm gonna pull out both my daggers and I'm just gonna walk towards them. I'm like standing right in front of them.
Okay.
I'll attack if they attack. Kind of shit.
They're both just standing there. They're floating there. At the opening to this cave.
Oh no, like I'm in where the sun doesn't reach.
Hmm?
And they're not doing anything?
No?
Do we see this?
Yeah.
Can I reach for their mask and try to pull it off?
You can try.
I'll do that then.
Make a dex save.
21.
Okay. The porcelain mask feature opens wide. It's just what looks like a blender of teeth. It does not attempt to bite you, but it's almost like trying to ward you away from touching its face.
I'll poke it.
It's crying.
It's crying?
You
Plot
heard it!
Frickin' twist.
I'm just gonna kind of like panicky, kind of like, stop crying! You were just trying to kill me! Why are you crying now?
Like, it's not saying anything, it's completely emotionless, but tears are just streaming down its face.
Oh god, is it one of those things like those black tears before they start laughing madly and consume everything with their black magic, like the possessive mask or something?
No.
Gross.
No,
Can I
okay.
examine
Okay,
the
good.
mask and like see what the inside of the mask looks like?
It's not moving, so you can still attempt to.
I mean, I pulled it off of it, didn't I?
You did not pull it off of it.
Oh,
It's firmly attached.
okay.
In fact, insight?
Okay.
I bet it's the same material as what's on Vivian's face.
Insight. That's
Is she gonna grow a freaking
21.
mask? Oh no!
You got a what?
21.
Yep. That
It's
is
the
exactly
same-
what it is.
it's
She's
the same
gonna
thing
turn
as
into one of those
growing
things.
on Vivian's face.
That is the same material. Whether or not that's what happens, to be seen. But that is the same material.
Can I freaking dispel magic on this thing?
Nope.
No? No dispel magic?
No dispel magic.
She's gonna
Why?
turn into one of those freaking Dementor things.
I'm gonna look back and I'm just gonna start pushing them back even further into the hole, just to get out of everyone else's sight. And I'm just like, what?
As you attempt to push them back in, they are going to try to reach for you.
Okay.
Do we, specifically me, do I see them doing that?
That they're trying to reach for her?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're pretty far away by... Landon?
Hello?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, sorry, no, you just kind of cut out there for a second. That was on my end.
You're pretty far away from them at this moment, but you do see that they are, like, putting up a very skeletal hand to try and grab her.
Define far away.
Like, at least 80 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at one of them.
Okay.
That is an 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. It does hit.
Can I lob my sacred flame at it as he's doing that? I'm sorry.
Not a reaction command.
Darn.
But the guiding bolt does hit, and its hand does recede back. It does cackle at you to begin with.
16 damage, if you wanted to know.
Thank you. It has taken a decent hit from that, but it grasps the other one's hands instead, almost seeming like they're dancing? Question mark. And with that, both of them kind of recede back immediately, just kind of dragged away into the cave.
I'm gonna try and follow it.
What the frick, Sapphire? I didn't heal you so you could die again.
Cannot.
Dying.
Cannot follow it. It is, well, I mean, you could make... No. I would say no in this case. They're going upstream very quickly. So...
Just gonna walk right back. And the moment that I step in front of Lyndon, I'm just gonna bitch slap the fuck out of him.
I just like gasp, like, what the heck did you just do, sort of thing.
I'm gonna grab her wrist and I'm just gonna glare down at her. Next time we tell you you're not supposed to go.
I don't give a fuck.
Next time
Vivian
we tell you
can turn into one of those things now. Did you know that?
What?
That was the only chance we had to figure out how the fuck to get that thing out of her.
What?
I don't want to hear it.
No, wait. Slow down.
See
What
that thing
was that
growing
thing?
on her face? See that thing
Yeah.
stuck on her? It's the same ethereal as their mask.
Oh my god. But
Thank you for making them go away, Landon.
we wouldn't have found it out. They weren't giving their secrets. Just look at them. And their pointy teeth and everything. They wouldn't have helped you.
you could have died.
I don't care.
Why not? Why don't
I
you
would-
care?
Because I don't.
What do you mean you don't? Like, look at Vivian. She was all scarred up and everything. I had to pour out some of my most impressive healing for you two, in fact.
Did it do something for her?
Well, I mean, at least she's not unconscious, dragged through the water like you must have to get her out of there. Looks less dead than she was when you
You're
pulled her up
welcome.
on shore.
At least I did
Just curious. Would right now be a good time for Sapphire to roll her daily wisdom check?
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
good
say for a
gosh.
pretty stressful notion.
Oh, gosh.
Guess how much?
What?
Natural one.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not very good at rolling wisdom saves, as you guys have seen, you know.
The blood that stains these rivers comes from the same veins.
Ooh, that
Mm.
gotta hurt.
I'm just covering my ears and fucking stepping away from both of them.
Oh, God. What even happened to you two down there?
Oh, am I bleeding again?
No, your wounds have stopped bleeding at least, but they are deep.
Ears bleeding.
No, I mean ears, nose kind of
Oh.
shit.
Yes. Your ears are definitely still bleeding. And in fact, in this case, your eyes are too.
Oh my God,
Ugh.
Sapphire, what happened to you?
You take 10 psychic damage.
And I'm gonna freaking cure wounds her because I'm just
Don't
gonna like,
fucking cure wounds me.
why
Stop
not?
wasting spell slots because I don't want to. Because I can just take a long rest.
Fine. So can you just see him like about to slap her with the healing energy in his hand before she's just like, oh, okay.
You're
I'm gonna
ignoring
no.
my
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna actually be the one to stop him. No, don't.
What?
Clearly, she doesn't seem to. Clearly, she doesn't seem to care if she dies or not.
But it's my purpose to heal her and Vivian. And frankly, they didn't look like they didn't need help. They needed help actually. So yes, it's my job to heal them.
It looks like she doesn't want help.
Somebody who doesn't want help. I think I've heard that
Also,
from someplace
where's my
before.
bet?
Where's your what?
My bet. My familiar.
Probably off, still looking for the other party members, right?
Probably,
Yes. Yes, it is. It has not come up.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back to sitting next to Vivian. Quietly holding her hand.
The other thing that Truth mentions to you, he likes to speak in riddles. Blood above, tears below.
I'm dumb. Sapphire isn't. I am.
If you want to do an insight on that, you can, but
Sure.
at the same time, Nina looks at the rest of you. If you're all well and done with your little episode, we should probably get back into town before they come back.
Fine. Could I try and pick up Vivian at this point?
You can attempt to. I won't make you do a strength check for that, but I'll say you're escorting her back.
I
And
rolled
you
an
just
18,
hear,
by the way.
oh,
Oh, that's for an insight, not strength. You can carry
So,
her.
blood above, tears below could mean quite a number of things, but you feel like it has to relate to what you just saw. The fact that they were crying.
Okay.
You would also just hear me like whispering a whole bunch of apologies to Vivian, and he's almost like tearing up a little, just like, was this really my fault? Because like he did all that healing out of just him being like so glad to see her again, and he was just like mad at himself, to be honest.
I mean,
So,
the
yeah.
woman looked like she got mauled by a shark, so you know.
Did I help like a little bit with the healing?
Yes, definitely not dying. That's a good thing.
I think I healed her for upwards to like 50 healing. So
Yeah. I'm gonna say that as you guys escort Vivian and Sapphire back to the inn, the rest of the town is looking at all of you with a bit of anguish and maybe even a bit of spite.
As soon as I notice that they're staring, I stop and I'm just like, lose something in my face?
They're not looking at you.
Who are they
I know
looking?
that they're looking at the group, but they're not looking specifically at you.
I bet they're
Are they
looking at Vivian.
Or
Doesn't
Nina?
matter, I'm still saying it anyways because they're staring at the general direction of the group.
They turn away and continue walking without a word, trying to evade pretty much the entire group's gaze.
Is Nina with us?
Yeah.
The whole town doesn't see her right with us. They said they haven't seen her in a while.
Yes.
So do they see her now?
Yes.
So what the fuck?
They're trying very, very hard to basically ignore you. And some of them are even dipping inside their houses very quickly.
Okay, well, if one of them doesn't, could I just walk over and tap one of them on the shoulder, like, excuse me, can you get us directions back to the inn? I'm just going to say that. I already know where the inn is. I'm just going to ask them. Just for, like, the sake of asking them.
I'm sorry. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, why? Do you need, like, help? I can help you. And as he's, like, holding Vivian, like, escorting Vivian with his other hand, like, I can help you if you need it.
The young man just swats your hand away and actually starts running in the opposite direction.
Oh, ungrateful little... Oh.
Remember what we just talked
Good
about?
job. You just
Remember what we
scared
just-
a fucking kid.
Remember what we just talked about? Some people just don't want help.
Fine. Okay, let's go back to the inn. Fine. He's just shaking his head like, oh, good God, how am I supposed to do my job?
You did just ask a random person, right? Just to be sure.
Yeah, I just asked a random person, I knew where the inn was, but I just wanted to ask to see how the heck they would respond.
Yeah.
Sort
That's
of thing.
As you finally get back to the inn, she sits down at a table and looks at all of you. You know where the rooms are. Please help yourselves. I'm sure your cow friend would happily fix you something, but I haven't seen him all day.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him either. He kind of wanders off sometimes. It's, I think, a cow's mentality.
She goes back and is sitting behind the bar counter, flipping through the album quietly.
Nina?
Hmm?
Can you explain something to me?
What exactly?
When we were searching for you earlier, everyone we asked about asked about you seemed to not understand what we were asking. They all were confused. They all seemed like they didn't believe us when we said that we had just talked to you. Care to explain?
They might not have believed that you would even look for me.
Why would we look for you?
She sighed a bit and continues. She doesn't look up. She continues looking through the album. This town is not the nicest to me, specifically.
Oh?
These disappearances have been happening for quite some time, but I wasn't completely truthful with you.
You weren't. He says unsurprisingly.
I know full well what the creature is down there. Well, at least
Wait.
they think I do.
Did you have to escape it?
No,
Have you been down there and escaped?
she finally reaches a page in the album and turns it around to show you, pointing at the picture. The well didn't used to be there.
What?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
There's a large, in the picture, there is a large pallet of wood and what looks like a pyre. Earlier, that well never used to exist. That was where the town held public executions.
Oh my.
Public executions.
And since when did that involve you specifically, Nina? Dramatic pause.
I disconnected. I'm sorry.
Oh.
For a long time, the town had a bit of a problem with outsiders, specifically the Shadow Elves, as you've seen. But any trespassers that used to come through, the sailors used to actually not take very kindly to them. Notably, Shadow Elf practices were a little bit suspicious. And many of them were unfortunately burned in the center of the square. My ancestor was the last person to be burned.
I thought you said you weren't from here.
And that you were an outsider, like not part of this town.
I came looking for some answers. Unfortunately, what I found was this. She turns back a page and shows that there was a Shadow Elf young woman trying very desperately to stop a public execution, only to be hung, burned at the stake, and disemboweled.
Oh
fully.
my. Who's that Shadow Elf in the photo?
My great-grandmother.
And that's why they all hate you. Or pretend you don't exist, that is.
They thought that if they'd make an example out of one last Shadow Elf, it would stop.
But it didn't.
It made it worse.
Much, much worse.
They didn't stop coming. In fact, they believe the Moonlit King might have cursed the area.
I would have too.
It's hard to say entirely, but after my great-grandmother died, a massive sinkhole opened up, and all of those bodies just delved straight in, where they would have been buried.
Oh my. So, does that have any connection to your family specifically? Did your grandmother have any abilities she never told you of? Oh wait, you wouldn't know if she didn't tell you.
I'm a mixed Shadow Elf. So, the majority of people wouldn't be able to tell. Unfortunately, me snooping around a little bit too much gave them more than enough insight to say who exactly I was. But as far as my own great-grand's abilities, I'm not entirely sure. The only thing is, she had a a bit of a fixation with the sea. As well as promising that she would make people happy.
Did she promise that to anybody in the town?
She wanted people to treat Shadow Elves equally, but it unfortunately reached a boiling point, as you've seen.
Oh, gosh. And now this whole town is tied up in whatever that thing is, but those horrifying-looking creatures because of its history with Shadow Elves and public executions.
Everyone here is stuck here now because they couldn't put some ancient old grudge behind them.
Because they were afraid that the Shadow Elves were bringing... It's funny, a little just bit of bad luck. People kill for all sorts of things now, don't they?
Everyone kills.
So, well, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but we've actually seen the Moonlit King. And I wouldn't be surprised.
What the fuck?
Oh, yes, we have, Landon. It's a long story. But continuing on that, Nina, we have seen the Moonlit King, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did something to this place, considering they had a grudge against Shadow Elves, as Landon put it.
The Moonlit King, I don't believe is responsible for this, but they would never believe me. But if I would say if it was my ancestor, I wouldn't doubt it. Only because, A, I seem to look like whatever creature this is, from that photo I showed you before. And B, that propensity for incessant giggling. If you haven't noticed, the people of this town are very, very sullen, rather sad.
Mm-hmm.
The happiest thing in the town is that laughter.
Really? The laughter that haunts everybody for practically ever?
The terrifying laughter that is enough to make a grown man shit his pants?
Yeah, literally.
She shrugs. Have you seen anyone else laughing?
No.
I rest my case.
What's gonna happen to Vivian now?
Yeah, and that stuff on her face, if that makes any sense. And you see he just looks at her face and just winces and looks away again. Like, was this my fault?
You see, like I said, this area is a bit of a port town, and the sailors, they used to... It's hard to say. They used to almost ritualistically sacrifice the Shadow Elves. It's kind of ironic.
That's horrible.
Sacrifice? What to?
To see? For good favor? Because they were obviously so very unlucky. Shadow Elves are omens around here.
Do you think Vivian is... Hang on. Wait, out of character. Vivian is a Shadow Elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Vivian related to Nina? Or can we tell that?
Make an insight.
Oh gosh. Insight to end all insight. Yes, 22.
Okay, that is a 15 plus... Oops, too far. 4, that is 19.
You have some previous information, Ishmael, actually.
I do.
Remember, the Shadow Elf village you were in is small.
Mhm.
They are small. Like, there is a very, very good chance that any living Shadow Elves are probably related.
Okay then. So can I just suggest that, like, Nina, the Shadow Elf village was quite small, So do you think that you and Vivian are related somehow?
I wouldn't doubt it, but at this point, it does seem to kill indiscriminately. Moreover, it doesn't seem to hunt those of direct bloodline to my family.
Well, she looked pretty roughed up, so I can't imagine that she's a direct descendant of yours.
Most likely not.
So,
Anyone who has
God.
died in the town, as well as anyone who is not related to me. She turns the pages and also looks at another photo of her family. Anyone who married into the family, too, is also not safe.
Yikes. No wonder they all look at you that way. I mean...
She points at her husband. He's the one who was chasing Sapphire, one of the two.
Wait, what? What? He turned into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That horrible monster with the mask and the teeth and everything.
Yes, thank you for reminding me my husband is now a monster. You are a wonderful person.
Oh,
I-
oh my.
I thought you said it doesn't affect you, and that your family...
My husband married into my family. He's not of my blood.
Oh my. Oh. And you see he just looks at Vivian, just like thinking if that's what she's going to become, and just be like, what? He's just in total disbelief. He's looking at Nina as if he's about to explode like a freaking balloon.
Is Vivian going to become one of those things, or...
To be honest, I haven't seen a body come out that's been in one piece.
Yikes. Well,
Yikes.
I guess if anybody would be a first, it'd be Sapphire and Vivian.
And hopefully... Also,
She motions to that hallway that was you guys had seen before, and asks you to follow her on the left side. And she opens the door. It's full of corpses.
Ugh.
Oh.
These ones haven't been afflicted with whatever that is, but they are in pieces.
Oh. You
What?
kept those.
What are you... What are
Oh.
She doesn't look phased, and anything that comes out of there ends up like this. And if I don't actually go get it, people go into a bit of a panic.
Panic? Why?
Panic?
More panicky than they usually are?
Would you be happy to see a arm floating down the river?
No.
There we go.
Oh, okay. What about the right door? Can we see the right door? Let's hope it's something a little less, whatever that is.
I don't want to see any more body parts.
She
Yes.
closes the door and opens the other one. It was locked. It was her husband's old office.
Well, this is less grotesque, but at the same time, it's more of an emotional heavyweight.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was taken away before they had any children, so...
I'm so sorry, Nina. That's just horrible. And you still can't leave this dreaded town. I
No.
mean, now none of us can, in fact.
The second I stepped foot here, I wasn't allowed to leave.
Oh, I need to get Vivian to bed. This is too much. You see, he just walks out of the hallway, stomps up the stairs, and just like opens one of the bedroom doors and just kind of throws Vivian on the bed, and just like very, very upset.
Kinky.
And then he tucks her in because he feels bad. And then you hear him stomp back down the stairs and into the hallway, just like, She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Yeah, she'll be fine. As if trying to rationalize it.
Her bed is blood-soaked by the time you just closed the door already.
You want me to use all my freaking spell slots on her, don't you?
You don't have to.
Fine. I'll use just to be petty. I know in character pettiness is only 1 minute, but I'm gonna cast one last first level cure wounds on her.
Okay.
Okay. That's 10 healing.
You've healed her a pretty good amount, but she's still not waking up. Like, she's over half. She should be awake. She's not.
Oh gosh. I tried. Okay, I tried. Sheesh. I just walk down the stairs feeling a bit drained of my spell energy and all, and just be like, I just wouldn't say anything. I'm done talking. He's done talking.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder.
And you just see him sigh and look down. I feel like I failed.
Why?
No, just like this is all so much, and we didn't go down there and help just because we thought we were being the smarter people by not doing so.
Speaking of which, how are we doing?
So, with you two, I am happy to cut back to you two now. You are approaching where you thought...
Sorry for hogging the session.
It's about 50-50.
Yeah.
A big chunk before. But I will go ahead and help you out with this situation. As you two are going down the shaft, basically, you do notice that the tunnel starts to fully open up. It's still dark. Like, it looks like you've reached some kind of atrium. But at the same time, there's no extra light.
I wanna...
You wanna what?
I'm trying to think real quick here. I'm looking, if Bone wants to do something, she can do something, but I'm looking at my spells here real quick.
I don't know if there's even anything to do. I mean, can I just do a perception check?
Yeah, you can.
I'll do one as well.
Okay.
Do anything.
That's a 19 for me.
Nice. Okay.
10 for me.
So, the portion that you're in right now, right? It's covered in... You can hear waves crashing in the distance. So it sounds like you're almost at the sea, but the room is pitch black, so you can't see where exactly it's coming from. For Bone, because you do have dark vision, I will say the room is filled with ruins. And the water is a lot... It's about another 3 to 4 feet deeper in here, like it would come up to waist level.
Well, good
Copy,
thing,
copy.
Good thing we're both walking on water, so we don't have to, like, be in it.
How long does that spell last?
Walking on water, let's see real quick. That's water breathing. 1 hour.
Okay. So I'll say that it's about 75% done. Because you've been in here for quite some time.
Can I recast?
You might be able to. If you wanted to. But to give you a little bit more information, because you can see the buildings, Bone, make an insight for me quick.
8.
Building got smashed. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, you can't tell how what these buildings are or like why they're here. You just know that they look semi-similar to the ones up top. So are you going to continue inside?
I guess so.
Before we
Okay.
do, I want to kind of like spam cast dancing lights around the room.
Okay.
I want to like get up at least like 4 dancing lights around the room to kind of fill the area with some light.
So as you cast dancing lights, it appears like something else casts it in tandem. The buildings begin to actually have lights go on in the rooms as if they were occupied. The lights slowly flicker to life the buildings as if it's a type of memory, almost, like of a livelier time. You can see silhouettes in the rooms. They look happy. They're almost laughing and smiling.
What the fuck did I miss?
Ludwig and Bone fell into a ruin.
Oh.
So, can I see the smiles?
You can see the emotion on the silhouette's faces. It's like shadow puppet looking. They're having like the happy nuclear family type of episodes inside of like each individual room. Like people are actually smiling very dissimilarly to the actual town. The dancing lights from both you as well as whatever else had created them are just fluttering in and out of the windows. Kind of playfully, actually.
I want to speak out and say, "Hello there, for who are you? Who might you be?"
The situation in the windows actually hasn't changed. They're not quite ignoring you, but the shadows start to turn slowly in the direction that you are, as if they had heard you.
Do we hear the creepy laughter down here?
No, actually, it sounds like very human laughter.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh.
It sound very genuine, actually.
Can I use...
Actually, you know what? Both of you make a wisdom check. Wisdom save.
9.
They're laughing at your freaking page.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
22. Sorry,
Okay.
21.
Ludwig, you don't hear anything at all. Bone, on the other hand,
Oh.
do not fret. It's not in your head. The abyss laughs to comfort the dead. You just hear that like
shit again.
in a very like soothing woman's voice. And you're kind of called forward into the ruins. So, I'm gonna have you start walking forward.
Oh no.
Bone, for where are you going?
I heard a voice. I need to go check this out, I think.
I don't think you should do that. It's quite dark down here. We can hardly see, along with those figures. They're very creepy.
As you mention the figures, the lights have gone out.
I think you should stay close by.
Oh, good gosh.
Can I stop moving? Or am I still being compelled?
Nope, you're compelled.
All right. I don't know. I can see fine. I think I'm gonna
Can I persuade her to stay?
going.
You can try a persuasion check if you want.
Nat 20 plus 6, baby.
Pug.
Nice. Okay. So you persuade her so well that she stops in place. Not necessarily like she's not compelled to move forward anymore, but she's still interested in deeper into the ruins. And both of you at this point start to hear that giggling. It almost sounds like the giggling, but something seems off about it.
Can I use suggestion on her?
You can.
You made me freaking look behind me like there was somebody giggling in my
I
ear.
want to use a suggestion on her and suggest that she shouldn't listen to the laughter.
I mean, both of you can hear it. It's not actually doing anything to you, but that's fine.
I want to suggest to her that she should not listen if the laughter tells her to do something.
Okay.
See if I can even pull it off first. Deception. Oh, well that could be... Oh, no!
Oh no, I beat it.
The one time your dumb sense of wisdom works out.
Fucking A.
I want to attempt to light the area again with dancing lights.
As you do, the light appears to act on its own free will and just dives into the water.
Oh. The fuck?
Like it's almost sucked down into the water, and they travel forward into the center of the ruins, completely out of your vision.
I want to cast Dark Vision on myself.
You can cast Dark Vision?
Yeah, it's a spell.
Okay, that's fine.
Second level spell. Let me roll deception.
You...
24.
As you're...
So I can see in 60 feet.
Mm-hmm. So you can see roughly equivalent to what Bone can see right now. Unfortunately, you can't see the back of the cave because it is quite massive. But at the same time, you can start to see... Because Bone's a little bit ahead of you. You can start to see almost the middle. Like, it's not quite the middle, but you can start to see like the edge of where the ruins are, almost like it's its own little town. And the laughter is being amplified, basically. It sounds like there's maybe 10, 20, 30 voices all laughing, and it's not giggling anymore, it's more like heckling, cackling.
I want to use silence where I can perceive it to be coming from.
Okay.
Roll deception. I beat it.
Okay. Doesn't work.
But silence silences noise.
It does. But where you perceive it to be coming from, it's not actually coming from.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk forward. Fuck not.
So as you walk forward, Bone, are you going with him?
Yep.
As you both proceed forward, Honey starts to growl at this.
I'm immediately stop.
He's now pretty well on guard. Something's kind of up. There's an extra voice amongst the cackling. It sounds like giggling, but again, something's really off about it. It does sound very familiar this time.
Could I do an insight check on it?
You can.
I'll do an insight check as well.
I don't know why I even try. I don't know why I fucking bother. 5.
Fucking hell.
What'd you get, Ludwig?
13.
Okay. It sounds, at least to you, it sounds like Shay.
That's weird.
And the laughter starts to degrade slowly. The cackling gets louder and louder until it's almost like it's echoing in your own ears before it goes completely silent. And you hear just 2 voices giggling, like as if they're just talking. One of them just divulges into like sobbing.
God.
I want to make an unseen servant with my Shadow Mage ability.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for it real quick.
Don't bother. I got a 1.
14. And I want to like just send it walking forward in the water. I want to set it to like swim forward in the water.
As it starts to move forward, it moves at a decent pace, but starts to get slower and slower and slower until it completely stops, not as if it wanted to, but as if it's stuck.
So that's going to cause Ludwig to think, okay, so there's something in the water. I'm going to cast Walking Water on both of us again.
Okay.
First one is for Bone, which is a 30.
Okay.
Second one is for me, which is a 30.
So, as you both start moving forward, you start to see the center of town finally, and
in the ruins? Like it's a copy of... Like the ruins are a copy of town? Lazarus? Hello? Lazarus?
yeah, can you hear me?
Finally.
We can hear you now.
Okay. Where did I cut off?
You cut off
You
at
disappeared
center
for a
of
second.
town.
Okay. You can see the center of town, and the water, because you both have dark vision, has gotten so dark and murky to the point that it's opaque. It doesn't even look like water anymore. In fact, it looks like blood,
Oh no.
which explains why your unseen servant can't move.
So...
And not done. You can see the center of town. You can hear what sounds like a short waterfall. You can see the blood is actually, well, blood like water, is falling down over an edge into what seems like a pit. But that is also where that uncanny sobbing is coming from.
So let me get this straight. So there's a replica in the ruins of the town underground.
No, it's not a replica.
Wait, it's just the center of town?
Make an insight again if you're questioning this.
I'm so confused. Never mind, got a 6.
You can puzzle about it all day. You know what? Are you gonna bring this up to Bone or no?
Yeah,
Still kind of concerned about this?
I'm gonna bring it up to Bone, like, for Bone, I thought the center of town was above ground and we were below, not above, and this water seems to be getting Murky.
Oh, it's the sinkhole, isn't it?
What is going on?
Hi, Les, I'm really sorry, but I do need to go.
No
Thank
problem.
you. This is a great session. I loved it.
I'm glad.
So,
No problem, guys.
good night, y'all.
Night,
Peace out.
To Ludwig, I'm gonna just kind of say, I don't know. I am getting really bad feelings about being down here, and while I think there may be answers here, I'm wondering if we should try to turn back and get the others if we're gonna go further. I don't know if just the three of us can do this by ourselves at this point, especially after we lost Shay.
Well, I don't want to leave her down here. I do understand your need. Okay. However, I do want to do something first. I want to cast invisibility on both of us and pass without a trace on both of us.
Okay.
So I'm going to need 4 rolls. So first 2 are invisibility. So and then okay. Oh well, fuck. I guess I'm not being invisible. Bone is invisible. I'm not.
Okay.
What's your next roll, Bone?
It was 15 was the first one, second one was 7, third one was 7, last one was 18.
Okay, so that means we're both invisible. You have... If I got an 18, she got an 18, would it cancel my 18?
It usually goes to the aggressor, so actually, it'd go through.
Okay, so we're both invisible and cannot be detected.
Okay. Are you gonna move forward just a little bit more?
No, I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna like...
You're gonna move back.
I'm
Okay.
gonna, like, reach my hand around hers. Like, my arm around her arm. I'm gonna, like, move back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Um,
Oh, what about Honey? Should we cast anything on Honey?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna cast same thing on Honey.
Okay.
Oh.
22 for the first one.
Okay.
15 for the second one.
Second one doesn't pass. I got a nat 20.
Okay, so he's already levitated in the water. He's invisible. So unless he doesn't get in the water, he should be fine.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Honey and kind of like hold his head real quick and like look him in the eyes. I'm gonna speak Draconic to him. I'm gonna say, Honey, you have to be really quiet right now. So I need you to stay out of the water and stay with me, okay?
He licks your nose like a gecko.
Good boy.
So we're gonna be moving slowly back to the entrance.
Okay. As you do, you hear what sounds like comforting singing, trying to take care of whatever was sobbing.
I'm gonna turn around and look at where it's coming from, but I'm gonna issue to Bone and Honey to like keep moving back, while I'm gonna like slowly kind of like tread backwards with my steps, just looking to see if anything is coming that way.
There is a ball of light that kind of springs from this end of the pit.
Just a ball of light?
Hmm? It starts to kind of dance. Make a wisdom save for me.
Three.
You feel compelled at least to get a little closer to it.
Does he start walking towards it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to use persuasion to get him to stop?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's an 8.
I thought a Warforged can't be charmed. Or can they?
Good question, actually.
If she's just trying to use persuasion, he's not being charmed. She's just
No, I
giving him a
mean,
suggestion.
ball
From
of
the light.
Because I
Oh,
wasn't able to,
from the light.
'cause I
Fair
wasn't
enough.
able to be charmed by your sleeping spell from before.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So if I'm immune to being charmed, that's not going to have an effect.
I don't see where it says that you're immune to being charmed, though.
I'm just wondering if
Don't-
it was or wasn't.
Oh, no. You don't need to sleep. Magic can't put you to sleep. So specifically, you don't sleep.
Okay, so I guess
So you are
I'm-
charmed, but you can't sleep.
So I'm gonna say to her, this light seems very interesting. I think I'm gonna get a closer look at it. You keep going. I want you to keep going and get out of here. If it's bad, I'll deal with it. I'm much sturdier than you two.
I am gonna not take that for an answer.
I'm gonna try to persuade
I'm gonna
her.
close my eyes and turn around and try to grab him.
So I'm gonna persuade her to kind of move on.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
15.
What do I have to roll against that?
Should be
Insight.
yes.
Do you have it? Give me a good one. 19!
Okay.
All right. I will say, as you look back, because of the light, you finally notice that there is a Shay in the center of the pit, on her knees. Looks like she's been bound by chains. Perhaps even strung down. And there is another figure standing in front of her. It looks like she's trying to be comforting, but half of her face is covered in porcelain with glowing white eyes. And
Mm-hmm.
a pale dress.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's caressing Shay's face, but she's sobbing to absolutely no avail.
So would I keep moving closer?
No, you were convinced by Bone to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so
No, he was able. I didn't convince him. He just couldn't convince me. I still need to make a strength check on him to try to grapple him.
Ooh, yes, there you go. And after the strength
A
check.
lot of convincing going around.
do I roll
All right, my
a
strength
save?
is a 17.
Yeah, you do so.
Ha!
All right, get your asses out of here.
Yep, I'm gonna pull him along with me, and
As you start pulling him along, Shay looks back at both of you teary-eyed. Whatever's standing in front of her does notice you too, but almost pays you no mind as you start to leave.
How does it see us?
No, that's a good question.
oh yeah,
How
we're
does it see
invisible.
you?
We're invisible.
That's a good question. How does it see
It
you?
doesn't have to see us. I'm going to, as we're leaving, I'm gonna kind of shout over my shoulder, but not looking back. I'm gonna say, Shay, we're gonna come back for you. It'll be okay.
At that, the creature, this young woman, her upper torso just folds back from the collarbone up, and it unfolds into a larger mouth as it wraps its tongue around Shay and clamps down.
Can I use a
I
hellish
didn't see
rebuke?
this because I wasn't looking. But holy
No, you
shit!
did not.
Fuck.
I have a reaction that I could use because I'm looking.
Okay.
Hellish rebuke.
What does Hellish Rebuke actually do?
Sends a fiery ball at him.
Okay.
You
I'm
can't
using-
use Hellish Rebuke like that. The attack has to be
Oh, fuck.
on you.
As a reaction, I still want to do a spell, though, of some sort.
Okay.
Please save Shay. Don't kill my other girlfriend.
I
I thought you wanted her to die. Oh, it's one of those.
I have
It's a
a
fucking
blood pact with her.
kismesis. I got you. I got you, baby.
As I still need to fuck her before she dies.
Valid.
I want to use.
What about that paralyzing one?
Hold.
Yeah, that might work, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna use hold person. I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
She needs to make a wisdom save of 16.
It needs
12.
to make a wisdom save of 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a deception. I can just use it.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
And let's see. 25.
Okay, instead I'll just try to bash it with something. Fuck that.
I mean, you're definitely out of range. It's pretty far down there. It's in the pit. It's in the pit with her.
I can still slap something.
But what you do see is it doesn't bloody her. It picks her up with with its tongue, and more or less engulfs her. Like it pretty much swallows her.
I have something I want to do. I want to use a sleep storm. Where
Sweet
she is.
Okay.
Sweet storm.
Okay. Okay.
Let me roll deception.
Why do you keep trying to kill all of the single fucking hot women in this game?
29.
Okay.
11.
So I have a 20-foot tall sleep will fall in a 20-foot tall cylinder in a 40-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range of 150 feet. The area is heavily obscured and exposed. Flames area are doused. The ground is covered with a slick ice, making it difficult terrain. Creature enters spells area for the first time.
So as you do this, the area around there actually starts to freeze. The blood, like water, congeals around this creature's legs, and it starts coughing. It immediately spits her out and starts shaking.
Is it
Almost.
Is it gonna freeze?
It's not freezing.
Well, it
it's
needs to make a dex save.
It's basically shivering.
It needs to make a dex save for it not fall prone.
Actually, it can't fall prone, which is interesting. This thing, make note of that. It cannot fall prone.
Okay.
It does spit her out though, and starts shaking violently, in a mixture of shivering / almost angrily, and it glares up in your direction, despite it not being able to see you.
Did it have to concentrate to throw her up?
No.
Okay.
And this, with Shay being spat out and in this semi-freezing water, is where we will leave this session.